Mnangagwa has achieved his, resolution 2030 by conference. He understands it himself, and even those whom he is working with, that as much as, he still has the current cabinet that he has, there are still potholes. There are still walls that can actually be popped by the other faction. So I talked about this thing before the ZANU PF conference, and there was a week before, especially when we heard of the dossier. This was planned, but when they saw Blessed Keza coming through, and when they heard about the announcement of the Million Man March and other things that were at play during that particular period of time, he decided to postpone these things. So soon after he has got the 2030 resolution, there is something that Emerson Mnangagwa will do to try and strengthen his position within government as well as also within ZANU PF. And I'll be taking you through these are possible reshuffles that would be done very, very soon. You will see this. It may take maybe a week, it may, but he has to do it so as soon as possible. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button. So one of the persons that Emerson Mnangagwa does not trust, it is Opa Muchinguri. Very soon, Mnangagwa is planning to replace Opa Muchinguri in ZANU PF. Guess who is he replacing with? He is going to replace Opa Muchinguri with none other than Manins. There is a plan to do so, a plot to do so. Though it may not, but I strongly believe you will see, watch as the days approaches. And also there is further a plan for Emerson Mnangagwa, because he believes, although Love Momatuke has been twerking for the Mnangagwa. Remember, Mnangagwa, he was forced to fire Owen Mutangagwa by the faction of retired General Chwenga, because a lot of generals were dying, and he is fingered in actually doing so. So that is why he delayed to replace Owen Mutangagwa. It was only after maybe a year or so, the Minister of State Security, without any individual actually handling that particular ministry, he has brought in Love Momatuke, but Love Momatuke appears not to be doing the job well for him. And by the way, I've said there are many people who may pretend to be working with Emerson Mnangagwa, but not be necessarily on the side of Mnangagwa. You will see this as time goes on. Not everybody who is seemingly close to Emerson Mnangagwa loves him. That is why they know about each and every steps that the faction seeks to take. And also, Owen Mutangagwa should replace Love Momatuke as the Minister of State Security, because they have targets that they want to eliminate. In terms of, there are still military generals who played a crucial role in actually making Mnangagwa to be who he is. So as long as they exist, Emerson Mnangagwa is at risk of not achieving his 2030. That is why up to now, though he has made moves through the conference similar to the last year's conference, Mnangagwa did not stand up and say, I accept 2030. So at the moment, to other military generals, he just says, no, it is the conference, it's not me. It's the members of ZANU PF who are saying I should continue, but I have made my opinion known that I won't be actually going beyond my constitutionally prescribed term limit. I'm a constitutionalist. This is the language and this is the posture that he is still trying to put across. But I'm sure retired General Chwenga, as he pointed it out on his dossier. It is, in fact, Emerson Mnangagwa who is funding 2030. Look at the programs that are done by those who are actually doing things in his name. All of them presidential. So there is no second guessing that he wants to mutilate the constitution. It is public knowledge and common cause. And on the other live broadcast, I'll be informing you on what has been done, what are the developments, especially on the bill, and projecting when is that bill likely to be passed through Parliament. We will be watching whether the other faction will actually watch Emerson Mnangagwa doing so. But I must tell you, I don't think, even if they may do all these political theatrics, Mnangagwa going to 2030 is going to be a serious mammoth task. Already, tensions are running high within ZANU PF. And also, July Moyo is to be replaced by Gudagwa Shetakure. That is why Mnangagwa fought for Gudagwa Shetakure to be in the Central Committee. It was delayed because this move was stopped by retired General Chwenga on that fateful, actually, Central Committee meeting, when he asked Love Momatuke to actually chase away Gudagwa Shetakure. I'm sure Love Momatuke is also punished for having taken a directive from retired General Chwenga to actually chase away Gudagwa Shetakure because that made news. So, also, there is this secret weapon of Emerson Mnangagwa, which he has used it so successfully. It executed its duties. We don't know. We don't have now the brother to Itai Tamara, that is Patson Tamara. He is fingered of having actually participated in eliminating him. That's how evil ZANU PF is. Just imagine you kill the brother, you go for a young brother who is after justice. Mnangagwa, it is said, sent this Themba Mliswa guy to actually execute the job. So Themba Mliswa is going to replace General Sanyatwe. General Sanyatwe is going to be fired. That is the plan of Emerson Mnangagwa, because even though he demoted him from being one of the military generals, he still doesn't want him within his cabinet. He was making a smart move so that it appears to be a genuine reshuffle. But that was not a genuine reshuffle. Remember on March 31 protest, when he made a move to replace General Senyato. Also, there is a fellow who is not trustworthy, who has been seen with retired General Chwenga. Remember, in the books of Mnangagwa, if you are his minister, being seen even with retired General Chwenga, that on its own becomes very, very suspicious. So, Paratsa would be replaced by Tukwarara. I mean, Tukwarara or Paratsa, they will actually replace, Machakairi. So, Tukwarara or Paratsa, between the two of these, they will replace Machakairi Youth Ministry. So, these are actually the plans that Emerson Mnangagwa wants to implement as soon as possible post the conference. Owen Mutangube will actually help Emerson Mnangagwa with intelligence to target individuals seemingly aligned with the faction of retired General Chwenga with the intention of eliminating them. And also, the intention is to try to use him to get hold also of individuals such as Blessed Case. So he is making moves because he understands that as much as he has eliminated a number of the military generals, there are some who are still alive and ready to fight. So the move, my guy, you overrate this attitude. You want to win this. So I've said so, by the way. I've said so. I think you don't understand me. You don't. I am saying he is going, as much as he would not achieve 2030, there are certain things that we are going to see him doing reporting about that does not mean that I'm overrating. I've never overrated Emerson Mnangagwa. I've never, not any day in my life. It's failure to comprehend what I'm trying to put up across, and it's not so good. I hope you listen to this video from the onset, what I was saying. So, these are the pending reshuffles that he wants to do. On whether they will actually do the job, I've said what are the intentions. These are the possible intentions, and also individuals such as Temba is just awarded for the job that he has been doing in terms of trying to tarnish the name of retired General Chwenga, which actually backfired so bad, so terribly bad. And at the end of the day, Temba Mliswa ended up crying foul of people having actually, all of them, everyone went after the Temba Mliswa. So he would be doing these things. These things are going to be done. I think what I must say, like I said before, that the revolution takes many shapes, There is 2030 at the moment. There were protests. Mnangagwa countered them, and so it's going back again to the drawing board and re-strategize. All sides would be doing so. You're gonna see that. Thank you very much for watching us. But maybe before I go, all these things have to be done in order for the end to be achieved. All these things would be done. And why we are conscientizing the people of Zimbabwe to see also the importance of standing up, because the military, blessed Geza, cannot stand up alone whilst you are quiet, hiding on social media. You also need to stand up and do your part in the revolution to complete the entire struggle. Otherwise, if it's others are telling others to push, whilst them they are just sitting, that also delays things. Thank you very much. Just imagine if everybody responded to the protest. They don't have sufficient space to actually arrest each and every Zimbabwean. If there are to be sporadic protests across Harare, they cannot even manage that. It happened in 2018. The police had admitted they have failed to control the protest. Mnangagwa brought in the military, because protests that are well orchestrated, mushrooming everywhere, without necessarily going to a meeting place, I'm telling you, they are very, very effective. Thank you very much once again for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black